Welcome back. Now we're going to talk about bringing it all together with chakras 5, 6, and 7. So we've started in the place of the root chakra. We moved through the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. We really dove into the heart space. And now we're arriving at the throat chakra, the chakra of the third eye, and the crown chakra. These are your etheric chakras. So that which is beyond just our physical nature, our ability to speak, to put words into this world, to put truths and vibration into this world, to speak things into existence. Also our third eye, the place of seeing without sight. So our psychic and intuitive abilities, our creation abilities. I'm also going to talk about the physical representation of our third eye, the pineal gland. And then we're going to wrap everything up with our crown chakra, our connection to source or ether or God or angels, that which we each believe in. And I'm going to support you in connecting what you believe in to your crown chakra. Because whatever it is that each of us believes in is the connection point in our crown chakra. Energy is energy, but the way that you get to make the most out of it is by finding the way that connects for you personally. So if that's changing the language, maybe you're using source instead of God, or God instead of ether. Whatever serves you, whatever you feel connected with and helps to conjure that vibration is how we want to lean in. I'm really going to make sure that I support you guys in adjusting not only the language, but potentially the visuals, the vibrations, the feelings, so that you can amplify and maximize what you're getting out of these practices by connecting it to that which you believe in. These higher chakras are the area of understanding, perception, and really coming into the space of the spirit. We start again with our ability to communicate or speak our truth, all facets of our verbal expression. This connects us with others, welcomes in our ability to teach and support, and it allows us to vibrate in alignment. Alignment is when what we think matches what we say, matches what we do, matches how we feel, and permeates through our entire system. Each chakra, the auric field, our thoughts, the actions we take, how we communicate with others, when all of these are in flow or working together or representing the same vibration, we're truly in alignment. So let's dive into each individual chakra. Chakra 5 is our throat chakra. In Sanskrit, this is Visuddha. It's also known as the expression chakra. You might also hear it represented as the artistic expression or the chakra of voice or chakra of sound. The color that it's associated with is light blue. Crystals that can support you in this area, blue lace agate, aquamarine, those colors that represent this chakra. I really love aquamarine and blue lace agate because they're very soothing and calming and relaxing for the throat. Often when we're stressed about expressing our truth, it tightens that area, it keeps us from expressing our voices. So a crystal that can help soothe and release and relax that tension will really help you to speak your truth and show up in that honest communication. A supportive affirmation: I speak my truth. I communicate with honesty. I show up as my highest self. A supportive practice for this area is actually utilizing the voice to speak our truth. So you might want to start with a meditation or a journaling practice around a specific area. Maybe you're having difficulty speaking your truth in your relationship or speaking your truth with a parental connection. Maybe this is at work or with friends. So potentially meditating on that or journaling on that. And once you have the truth that you would like to represent, going in front of a mirror or speaking it just out loud in a private space and speaking your truth so that you can truly hear it and you are creating in a conscious matter. So the way that you're thinking, the way that you're feeling is now being represented by your voice. So that might be, I am worthy and deserving of this, or this is what I think and what I feel and what I believe. Potentially in a situation where someone's telling you that's not what you think or not how you feel, or what you think or feel is right or wrong, you can speak that truth to yourself into a mirror and really help to support the speaking of your truth, the honest communication. With the throat chakra, I love to point out for people that speaking our truth can sometimes get muddied, and there are times where we're holding ourselves back. There are differences between open expression, honest communication, and there being a specific time or place for that. So I'm not always encouraging you to just say everything that comes to mind, but what I am encouraging you to do is to reflect on those moments where you've held yourself back and ask yourself if that serves you, if that was for your highest and your greatest. Potentially not speaking a truth in a room where you might get attacked, and speaking that truth in a room where you feel supported. That may be a great way to work your open and honest communication in a higher vibration. For example, not raising your hand in a class, or not speaking up in a board meeting, or not identifying that something someone has said is not true about you or your work or your perspective. That might be operating in a lower vibration when it comes to your throat chakra. So reflecting on the truth that we both speak and hold ourselves back will really help you to intensify your connection to your throat chakra. We can also utilize things like song, especially with the throat chakra. We can utilize monologues or poetry or reading out loud to truly strengthen the muscle that is our expression and our truth. Sometimes we see this, especially with actors and singers, that they're stepping into embodying another role, and that really helps to support them in identifying what their truthful role is. So I often love to read different poetry out loud and see what resonates, so that I can start to feel what is my own personal alignment and then continue to step into expressing my own truth. I hope that's a supportive practice for you guys. Our next chakra is our sixth chakra, which is our third eye, located in the center of the forehead. This is the area of seeing without sight. Our psychic abilities, our intuitive muscle, and this is connected to the physical space of the pineal gland, which is known to be the center of sight within our own minds. So similar to how our eyes work, the pineal gland has a similar structure. So anything that you can do to support the physical pineal gland, like detoxifying it, decalcifying it, is extremely supportive for your third eye practices. So I love to cut out fluoride from both the water and our toothpaste. There are specific things that you can eat and different ways that you can support the physical pineal gland. But let's dive even more into how you can support this energetic space. The location of this chakra is in the center of the forehead. So this is going to be above the brows, right in the center. You can actually turn your eyes in and roll them up to start to focus your physical eyes on that energetic space. The Sanskrit word for this chakra is ajna. You might hear it called the sixth chakra, the third eye, the center of sight. The color that it's associated with is indigo, and some crystals that can support you in working with this chakra: labradorite, amethyst, and my personal favorite, apophyllite. I love to get apophyllites in a pyramid shape and actually place them on the third eye while doing third eye meditations. A supportive affirmation: I see without sight, I flex my intuitive muscle, or just I see. Now, a supportive practice for the third eye is really diving into and painting the picture of your third eye. This can be as a creative expression in this physical reality, potentially cutting out pictures and creating a third eye representation. Maybe that's in Canva or in Photoshop, or with paints or markers, maybe drawing that out. Maybe if you're more of a writer, writing the shape of the eye and filling it with words and vibrations. For those of us who are a little bit more visual, that might be closing our eyes and really creating in this realm of the third eye what our third eye looks like. So what the color of the iris is, how large the eye is, looking at the eyelashes, the shape of the eye, In the color of the eye, are you seeing pictures or vibrations or representations? Maybe it's a specific song or a piece of literature or a piece of artwork that really connects to your representation of the third eye. I encourage you guys to take time, not only once, but multiple times, as our skill set develops, as our intuition develops, the way our third eye presents itself to us might become different for you over time. So creating a visual representation of this third eye in matter or in energy, speaking to yourself about it, going into meditation around it, all of these are really phenomenal, powerful practices to help you engage with your third eye and flex that muscle. Just like when we're working out our physical body or stimulating our brain in a way that supports memory or recollection of things, we want to flex the muscles of our energy over and over and over to build a stronger relationship with them, to help us stretch even further with their skill set and their abilities. The third eye is one of my favorite practices because I really, really love to lean into my intuition and my psychic abilities. So I go in and develop this just like I would develop a physical muscle. Meditation, journaling, creative visualization, working with sounds, working with sound therapy and songs that support this energy. I love to visualize and see my desires, my dreams, my goals. I will also try on different experiences. For instance, if you have a choice between 2 different homes or 2 different jobs, you might want to go into a visual space, go into the room of the third eye, into that area of perception, and experience this home, experience this home, experience this job, and really paint the picture through the space of your third eye, allowing that process to support you and listening to the intuitive nudges in each of those visual representations. Next, we have chakra 7, all the way at the top of the head. This is our crown chakra, our connection to the ether. So again, this is located at the very tip top point of the head. The Sanskrit name is Saraswata. This is all about our connection to the ether. So really drawing our energy up to the tip top of the head and then starting to feel it go beyond the physical body. The colors associated with this are purple, pink, white, rainbow, just helping us to transition into those lighter, more etheric vibrations up at the tip top of the crown. I also personally see a lot of gold with my crown chakra because when I envision opening my crown chakra up, I really feel a connection to gold liquid energy pouring in and over each of my energy centers. So again, don't be limited by the colors or the crystals that are typically associated with each chakra. Lean into what feels connected for you. Some supportive crystals in this area: selenite, howlite, clear quartz, because it's an amplifier, can help align with all of our chakras. Also, rainbow aura, rainbow quartz, Lumerian quartz, tons of options in this area. A supportive affirmation: I am connected. I am connected to all that was and is and will be. Or I am connected, insert that which you believe in. I am connected to source. I am connected to the universe. I am connected to the multiverse. I am connected to God. I am connected to angels or guides or vibration or frequency. A supportive practice for this area is closing the eyes, drawing our energy up to the tip top, the very center point of the head, and then starting to feel a tunnel or funnel or chalice or upside down pyramid opening at the very tip top of the head, opening to all that is above us, around us, to all the energy that is here and present in this moment, connecting to source or ether or the universe or God, and starting to envision that funnel, that chalice above us, as if it's welcoming, it's an opening down that allows all of that to flow into us. Each of our natural states is an open funnel where everything we desire flows into us because it comes from a place deep within us. So I love to put a visual representation to this, if that's a crown or a chalice, if that's just a color, or maybe that is water trickling in or a waterfall over you, a visual representation and an energetic representation to what opening your own funnel, your own pyramid, your own chalice represents to you. When our throat chakra is balanced, this is often an expression of truth or tactfulness. You know how to show up, how to speak your honest truth, even in different settings. You're able to express your truth and connect with your own truth and allow that to move through your voice. What about when our throat chakra is unbalanced? This might come out as coldness, a bitter tongue, sharp words, passive-aggressive actions or words, unfaithfulness or untruths, lies, blurring the lines, hiding behind how people might interpret what you're saying. I didn't lie, but. These are all ways in which the throat chakra, working in an unbalanced energy, might manifest. When the third eye is healthy and strong, the way you might see this manifest in our physical reality is those gut instincts, those intuitive nudges, not only feeling them, but starting to follow them. So as we strengthen this muscle, you'll see yourself getting a message, receiving a download, and taking an inspired action on that. This is how it might look when our third eye is unbalanced. We might be scared or fearful to trust our intuition. We second guess it often. We try and interpret it in different ways or make it fit to an area that we think or feel we should go in, a faded vision or patchy vision. These are all experiences we might have when the third eye is unbalanced. When our crown chakra is balanced, we feel a calling to our own spiritual path. We don't feel the pressure of how others might be walking their own spiritual path. We feel very connected to our own expression of spirituality, of connection to all that was and is and will be. Our ability to consider the collective vibration and our honest understanding of the fact that we are all one. When the crown chakra is unbalanced, we might be unconcerned or unworried with others or what is good for the collective, unwilling to do our own part. We might have feelings of superiority, like we are better than others. We might also take things for granted or be inconsiderate. As I've mentioned before, I love starting with the first, second, and third chakras, moving up through the heart, and then ending in the space of the etheric chakras, because we can transition from matter to energy when we move through this process. What I mean by that is the lower chakras are really focused on the physical world, feeling secure and stable, our sensual and sexual and creative expressions and relationships, and our personal power or our personal battery. Then we move those lower chakra energies up into the heart space. We transition into this beautiful vibration of love. And now we step into 5, 6, and 7, expression and intuitive capability and connection to the ether. So I want to talk you guys through a practice that will help you move energy up through those chakras. So again, we're going to come back to the space of the heart, and I ask that you guys be guided by your heart space for a topic. This might be self-love or forgiveness. This might be increasing our intuitive abilities. It might be a specific concern or topic or area of growth that you have. Whatever you feel called to, draw this to mind, and then I ask that you close your eyes and start to drop in, following my voice, listening to my guidance, and moving this energy from the space of the heart up into the space of the throat chakra. Whatever our question or topic or area of growth is, I ask that you express it to yourself. So saying not only what the topic is, but truly asking the questions. For this example, I will use self-love as a topic. So expressing to myself my desire for self-love. Lindsay, together let us step into self-love. Let us talk about it and feel it. Let us speak it. What is the representation? What are the words that you can say out loud to express love to yourself? After you ask this question, after you pose this in your energy, in your mind, in your physical vibration, leaving a little bit of space for those nudges, those intuitive hits to come to you. And then when you feel that, again, speaking it out loud so that you are truly changing energetic vibration into experience. You're putting it out there into the world. So for instance, one of the nudges that I got is to envelop myself in a hug, to love myself, to wear my love around myself like a cape or a shield. So I might say out loud, I love myself because I am worthy and deserving because I chose this life. I am stepping into more and more self-love in every single moment. I shift my perspective consciously so that I can become aware of all of my own growth and express deeper, truer, more aligned self-love for my journey, not just in the moments where I feel triumphant, but in every moment. Taking a few moments here to speak your truth out loud about your topic. Feel free to press pause right now and continue this dialogue with self, starting this video back up once you've had that conversation and you feel deeply aligned and satisfied with your expression of truth. Now let us take this topic and move this same question, same area of growth up into the space of the third eye. So again, let us close our eyes, dropping in. I encourage you to create a space in the third eye that is your room, your third eye room. What this means is it is a space of your own creation. If you want this to be luscious green grass in the middle of a meadow, or a beautiful studio with lots of light, maybe it's pillows on the ground, maybe it's just a vibration, maybe you're outside by a waterfall. Starting to paint the picture of the space. Once you've done that, insert yourself into this third eye room. Maybe you're sitting on the pillows, or your face is lifted up to the sun in that meadow, or you're so close to the waterfall that you just feel little sprinkles of water on your shoulder. Once you are in the space of your third eye, I ask that you draw in our topic, our goal, our question, and start to have a conversation, have an adventure, have an interaction with that topic. In phase 1 around communication, I was talking about self-love. Now I'm going to use a little bit more of a concrete expression for this step. Let us say that our question is about what job to take. In the space of the third eye, in this room, I might see Lindsay taking job 1, Lindsay taking job 2. So in this space of my third eye, I start to create and step into and experience those versions of myself. What am I wearing? How am I speaking? What is my schedule like? What is my expression of truth? How do I feel? And I start to taste or experience the vibration. Have a conversation, have an adventure together with each of those versions of self. And this way, it allows me to see without my sight, see beyond just the visual representation, but truly connect to the intuitive understanding of each version of self. Then when I'm ready, I will come out of that meditative space and frequently go into journaling about the takeaways from job 1 and job 2. An extra little tip, making decisions from scarcity mindset often looks like this. listing out the pros and cons of option 1, the pros and cons of option 2, and choosing the one with better pros or lighter cons. This is still operating from a place of scarcity because you're in a vibration of there's a right and a wrong. There's a choice that will work and a choice that won't work for me. And you're trying to pick the right one to avoid choosing the wrong one. Operating from a space of abundance is if everything gets to work for me, if job 1 and 2 both get to be great fits, which do I desire? Which do I choose? Which is more aligned? Start shifting this perspective and this language both in the room of your third eye and in your true experience in this world, and you will see a grand change. Now let us draw our energy up to the crown chakra. Again, using that same topic, that same question, that same area for transmutation, and starting to experience it in connection with that which you believe in. So calling in what you believe in, your aligned connection. If that's calling in the vibrational potency of the universe, or calling in source energy, or calling in capital G, God. Maybe that's guides, support beings. Maybe that's just light or frequency or sound or vibration. Taking a few moments, closing the eyes, drawing in that conscious deep breath, potentially bringing the hands to prayer, placing them over the heart, maybe stimulating the crown chakra, that very tip-top point, and setting the intention to draw in that which you desire. God, I ask that you be present. Angels, I ask that you be present. Universe, hear me, connect to me. Source, come to this space, come to this place, and support me as I ask you, and then insert your question, your topic, your area of growth. Place that topic, that question, that area of growth at the very tip top of the head. Maybe you see that as words written on a little paper and folded up and placed here. Maybe it's a glowing ball of light. Maybe it's a symbolic representation, dollars or your new business card or the ring from that ideal partner. Placing that representation at the very tip top of the head, just as the top of our physical vessel meets our energetic vessel. And now I ask that you turn that into just vibration, into just frequency, and start to feel that go beyond the crown, upward and outward, towards the universe, towards source, towards God or angels. And start to consciously breathe in the space as the energy is playing through the crown chakra. Making yourself aware and open for messages, for downloads, for inspired action, and really focus on the vibration of feeling. What does it feel like to create this symbol and allow it to permeate into that which you believe in? How does it feel to offer this question to your belief structure, to your guiding force, to that which you know is here to support you, to your connection to the collective, maybe even your connection to energy as vibration, something that cannot be created or ended, that always is. As you start to feel into this connection, you can open your eyes and write things down as it comes to you so that you don't lose anything in that moment. Feel free to press pause right here and take some notes. All right, guys, what a beautiful practice for moving a question, an area of growth, through our 5th, 6th, and 7th chakras. I know that all of these videos and practices and support are really going to help you lean into energetic awareness, energetic management, and tapping into your energetic system. Just to recap one more time, we started at the root chakra, our connection to this planet, to our physical safety and security. We moved up into our sacral, creativity, sensuality, sexuality, expression, then into our 3rd chakra, our place of personal power. We spent quite a bit of time in the heart space, loving others and ourselves, forgiving others and ourselves. We moved into the expression of our truth. We talked about our psychic abilities, our seeing without sight, and we finished with our connection to all that was and is and will be. I'm so excited to hear from you guys how all of this energetic practice is supporting you. Thank you for joining us today.